Jan friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the latest news of the day. Very unfortunate, my heartfelt condolences. We've lost Colonel Manpreet and we've also lost Major Ashish from 19 Rashtra Rifles. We've also had the great misfortune of losing DSP Humayun Bhatt, who was, from the J&K police. Now, why did this happen? First of all, I just want to clarify a couple of things which have been floating on social media, that 19 RR CO was responsible for the killing of Burhan Wani. Now this is something that is coming out. This is untrue. 19 RR was the unit that was responsible for the killing of Burhan Wani, but CO 19 RR was not there. I know who killed Burhan Wani. I have met the officers. I know them well. I will not take their names, but I know who killed Burhan Wani because I've stayed at 19 RR for about a week. I shot an episode of Patriot there. Fantastic unit, great unit, and today I offer my condolences not just to 19 RR but the families. I offer my condolences to the Rashtra Rifles family, to the Sikh Light Infantry family, because 19 RR is Sikh Light Infantry. Extremely unfortunate. They received an int, which is they received intelligence that there were a bunch of terrorists there, and they went there, and 8 hours they walked in the dark, absolute pitch dark, through the jungle. And when finally the chance of the encounter came, there was firing on both the sides, and in that firing we lost these 3 brave hearts. My friends, it's important to remember that and important to understand also that there are no 100% guarantees in the army. This is the kind of job that soldiers do. This is the kind of profession that they are in. There are no guarantees, and there is no guarantee of life. Forget about the outcome. And this whole thing about counterinsurgency operations, counter-terror operations, any kinetic operation for that matter, leave alone CICT ops, this is a very slippery slope. And things happen, and bad luck, unfortunately, it happened. I'm personally heartbroken. I think, when an officer loses his life, and that too the commanding officer of a unit, it shatters the unit. But I'm sure in case of 19 RR, it is going to be momentary. It's a solid unit. It's a very, very solid unit. And the Sikh Light Infantry is a very solid regiment. No doubt, they're going to be back on their feet, and they're going to hit very hard. Because soldiers always close accounts. And this is going to happen with 19 RR. I have lived with that unit for a little while, as I mentioned. Now, in the social media, a lot of people trying to advise as to how the CEO could have done his job better. I feel sad. I don't feel like laughing. I feel very sad when I hear such comments from people whose only exposure to violence is Call of Duty or an equivalent video game, and they want to advise the CEO of an RR battalion as to how he should have done his job. Now, this is really sad. Really sad. As I said, there are no guarantees. There are no guarantees. You're not buying a fan or a television or a refrigerator that will come with a 1-year guarantee. It's not like that. These are dynamic operations. Anything can happen anytime. And all soldiers know, when they pick up their weapon and they go into battle, they know that the outcome can go either way. I have known of a couple of incidences where the bullet hit a rock and ricocheted and killed the guy. He dropped dead, a soldier. If it's your day, it's your day. If you've got to go on that day, you go on that day. That is how it is. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I would like to request everybody on social media, please verify what you're saying. Do not insult the memory of those who have given their life for us. I also want to put on record that I have never seen a finer police force. I'm a policeman's son, and I've seen a lot of fine police forces in the country. I've been with them, I've traveled. I don't think I've met or seen a finer police force than J&K police, in terms of the sheer number of sacrifices that they've made, the sheer number of people who've laid down their life, the sheer amount of blood that they have shed, both theirs and the enemies, both ways. So my salute to J&K police. I think the kind of brave hearts that you have in J&K police are extremely rare, extremely rare. That is all that I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. And before you go to sleep tonight, do remember to say a small prayer for the departed souls who gave their lives for you and me, and they gave it willingly without even knowing us. They never knew us. They didn't know who we were. They didn't know who I am or you are. They didn't know. Yet they walked into the very jaws of death. This salute is to that spirit of soldiering. Jai Hind.